What is good, guys? So we are going to get into episode 7 and 8 of Love Island UK, and all I can say in conclusion is Akbaya has really showed himself. Like, come as you are, rather than pretending. Like, was this nice guy? Even though I kind of know he's not interested in Angelista, and Angelista ain't interested in him either. Let's be real about that. He was doing way too much in this episode, way too much. It's like, girl, you don't like that. But let's get into it. Yeah, as in the previous episode, she was there crying, doing way too much. That Ellie, Ellie came from me thing, but it's like, girl, you were the fake friend. So she apologized to Ellie. I like this for them because the men are the problem here. What Aiden is the problem. I don't think Calvin ain't really doing much. She apologizes and she basically says she regrets how she handled the situation, but in the real world, she would not be dating her man, a friend's man. Like, she won't do that. So I kind of get Yasmin now, but I still sad her for what she's done. So Aiden is now telling Yasmin that it's unfinished business. She's like, is it on your side or her side? Then he basically lied. That is from her side. You can clearly tell that Ellie does still like Aiden, but he's trying to get over him. But Aiden won't leave Ellie alone. Like, every few seconds, they're having multiple conversations. It's very tiring, and I feel sorry for her because in the real world, you won't really be where someone you're trying to get over is with. But where you in the real world, you won't really be in the space of someone you're trying to get over. But like, Aiden won't let Ellie breathe. I'm liking Yasmin a little because she lets Aiden know that I'm still going to explore connections. I'm still exploring connections. And he was like, what? He was shocked. And I'm like, boy, what are you expecting? You thought, okay, you got Yasmin. And at the moment, you're trying to break whatever Ellie's trying to get. You're trying to break the whole Ellie and Calvin situation. Thinking you have two girls all wrapped around your finger. I love that Yasmin checked this man and said, I'm just exploring connections. Love that. As you should. Because Aiden is not for you. Aiden is not for you. She might end up with him though, because you never know with these shows. But Aiden just gave me a flashback of Harry. But now I like Harry, but I don't think I'm gonna like Aiden. So Jordan's telling the guys that he is feeling Robin more because it's much easier with her. Why are you lying? It's just over the whole Mika situation because Sunrise is back. So why not fall? Why not go back to Robin? Angelista and Okwe, they finally have a realistic conversation that it's not going to work. And they've had this conversation before. If we remember, there was a conversation that he had. And basically said in the real world, in his previous relationship, he went, he basically said in his previous relationship, he was really fast. They were both fast to get into it. And right now, being in the villa, he wants to take things slow. He said that. And now both Angelisa and Okpa having a conversation, and he's saying he's a fast-paced person. But boy, you said you want to take things slow, you want to do things differently. He says a fast-paced person needs, like, this relationship is going very slow. And Angelisa says she wants to take it slow, like the pace. She's a slow burner kind of thing. All this slow burner. When a woman is saying slow burner love her, they don't like you. They do not like you. But some aspects, slow burner, they actually mean it. But majority of the time, she don't like you. And in this situation, they don't like each other. He wants to get physical. He wants to get things fast paced. She don't. Even though he said it before that he would take it slow. Anyways, he's just like, they're both kind of letting each other know indirectly that this is a friendship couple. Yeah. So that's exactly what I got from this conversation. Again, Aiden is stalking Ellie, won't leave this girl alone. Now he's going to Ellie to have a conversation and basically try to gaslight the girl. That girl, you still want me. There's unfinished business, all these things, because he basically heard that Yasmin is gonna go still explore connections. So now it's back to Ellie to convince her even more that there's something there. And Ellie is fed up. She's tired. But she can't leave the damn villa. She's stuck. So Ellie basically explained her entire story that she just wanted transparency. Like, y'all kids, she didn't know, like, there was so much going on, and she only left below 24 hours, and y'all got on straight away. Then Aiden was like, they're not even in the same bed together. Ellie's just trying to create some boundaries, but he's still adamant that there's emotions there, there's unfinished business, but she is drawing the line. Sunrise and Priya, I don't see anything there. But it seems like he wanted to kiss her, but I feel like it's just talk. It's just all talk. He ain't gonna kiss her, but anyways. And Priya, she don't date Indian people, even though she's Indian. So Lorenzo calls everybody and says George is left for personal reasons. Okay, well that was quick. It wasn't like George was there and gathered everybody, but he's going. They didn't even let the Ian the they didn't even let Ian the voiceover guy to announce it. He's usually the one to announce for someone that's left. But anyway, Lorenzo announced it, and that showed how much care they actually could give. Because next thing I see Robin saying that, are they bringing any boys in? Well, anyways, I don't. First, I'm like, girl, I thought you really liked George. But then again, George has kind of showed her that he doesn't really like her that much. So, yeah, she said, bring more boys. Whatever. Lorenzo and Yasmin are now on the terrace. So they're having a conversation, and Aiden is fuming. Aiden said if they kiss that terrace, it's done. We're done. It's like, boy, y'all ain't even in a damn relationship. And she doesn't even like you kissing her. Like, you're still in kissing classes with this girl.
Relationship, he cheated on me.
Right, there we go. There we go, Ellie.
Ellie?
He definitely did it on purpose to just get on her skin, because obviously she claims, because obviously she reported to him that she's gonna start to get to know people, and he just wants to, pinch her a little bit. And I feel like that's exactly what I didn't think it came out like that. He did it on purpose. Ain't no way it's calling Yasmin Ellie. And people could say, I mean, he just finished talking to Ellie before, but nah. Aiden knows exactly what he's doing. And in Aftersun, his parents, like his mother said, Aiden can get away with anything. Like, he's very good at talking. He can talk through to get away with everything. I can see it here. He is playing both of these girls. And what I like in the next episode is the interrogation. He needed it. Love that. Which we're gonna talk about later. The boys are getting a text that y'all gonna meet two new bombshells. Sean is the only one that's like good with this girl, but he says he's gonna go there as a wingman, And then at the same time, the girls are watching. I don't like this anymore. Like, it was good like last year. It was great. Like, they did it once and it was like, oh, it's a new thing. But it doesn't make sense to me anymore, because if this is gonna be like a new play out, then the next season, if the boys know they're being watched, they're gonna give performance instead. And like, if these people obviously watched it last year, they might get an intuition that they're being watched. I feel like there was some performance there. I like Samraj, I like Samraj and everything, but it could be put on a little act. Like, I know, like, the gentleman, the nice guy everyone wants to see, but if you kind of use your intuition, it's based on last year. It's exactly the same scenario. And I feel like Okwe, he's a performer, he's everything. He did that to basically get some kind of. I feel like he did that on purpose as well. I feel like that's exactly who he is. But it was a good time for him to be talked about. He definitely knows it's going to trend. If they do the same thing next season, I'm not going to believe any of the men's act. Even whether they act good or bad, I feel like it's a performance either way. It didn't give what it was supposed to give, because it's like, I've seen this already. So the boys are having a chit chat, and Samar talks about how he likes Priya, likes Mika. It's basically not really like, based on what he's saying, is not really looking for any other connection. Like, he's good. And I don't like the way all the boys are like doing like pity party, saying like, oh my god, Sam can finally find a girl. I don't like it. Like, it puts me off. Like, he's a man. Let him talk to the girl. You don't have to, saying like, oh my god, like, you can finally, like, it's like babying. Even though girls watching Sam as well, like, it's too much for me. Like, come on now. Okpa basically says he has a wandering eye. It's not the first time I said it. He said in his introduction that he has a wandering eye. So this is nothing new to us. Maybe it's new to the girlies. He has a wandering eye. He's not emotionally mature at all. And he can't trust himself. Like, this girl can come and anything can happen. No, it was funny. It was funny. It was surprising, because like, you're doing the nicey act for like a week, and now it's like back to the game. He knows he's been watched, and the fact that they know they're on TV as well, he knows it's been watched. He knows it's going to be talked about. He knows it's going to be talked about. So yeah, I feel like the girls, they're overreacting. You've only known these boys for 6 days. You've only known them for like a week. Like, it's overreacting. You're all in close up. You're all in exclusive. Like they're not doing that much wrong to me. Like, am I the only one? I feel like the girls are overreaction, and I feel like Angelista, her reaction is based on the girls overreacting. Like they were making it worse. It's like I know it's embarrassing, but y'all are aggravating. You're creating like some fire that's not even there at all. You know, I feel like it was way too much. Like, calm down, girls. Y'all ain't married to them. Like Lorenzo as well. Like he's like all the boys. They can get to know the bombshells. They can be excited. Like it's not a big deal to me because there's no strong relationship there except with Sean and Lola. That's the only thing. Only that's the only kind of strong relationship we see there. Every other person, it's not that deep. Like even I like Samraj, I like Mika, but like it's getting dry now. It's getting dry now. Like I don't see any progress. It's just like the chit chatting, laughing, laughing. It's like when are we gonna get somewhere? But then I understand as well because they're still not coupled up together. Hopefully the next week, hopefully they get coupled up together. But I see no progress at all. Like everyone's just giving team furniture. Like I need drama. I need something here. Upward is the only one kind of giving something. No offense. No offense. And Angelisa, you do not like Off White. You don't like him. But I understand those girls, they get into your brain because you all had a conversation before. And it was given like, let's be friends because you want to go fast, you want to go slow. So, yeah. New bombshells arrive and it's Nambia, Victoria. Are the bombshells giving bombshells? So the Nambia and Victoria are the bombshells. But it's like two black girls. It's going to be a long day for these girls. It's going to be a long, long day. It's going to be a we need a strong alliance. Three black girlies in this white island. It's gonna be a long day. Like how many how many people Summer is gonna couple up with at this point? How many people Summer is gonna couple up with? So Lorenzo is on a date with who's he on a date with? Is on a date with one of the bombshells. And he basically says he has no problem adding more cars to his garage. He ain't talking nothing about like um Jasmine or anything. Like, does he have to? Like I'm not expecting much from Lorenzo. Jasmine, like, it ain't that deep. He don't like you. No offense. She's just upset by Lorenzo's behavior. How he's doing way too much. He's making it seem there, like in the conversation you have with the boys and the bombshells when they're all kind of gathered together. He made it seem like Jasmine was way more into him. Was it made it seem like Jasmine was obsessed with him. That's what it's kind of giving, Jasmine, to be honest, because Lorenzo's giving you nothing and you're still there. You're like, first you're on, you're saying you're over him, then you go back. It's like on and off. You're the one that's more invested in the relationship. That's what we see there. Samraj, he's just like the good guy. I don't know if he's just playing for the cameras because he knows it's much for the girls. I don't know. Based on his own day, he's not really interested. Maybe he's not really interested. He's good with the two girls that he has back home, and they're happy. The girls' reactions are like, "Oh, excited." It's like I feel like Samraj needs to put his foot down, choose a girl. Like I don't like just do something. I feel like everything's just dry. The fact that you're initiating, you are kind of talking about a kiss with Priya, who just came below 24 hours, and that conversation has never been had with Mika. Yeah, but then he could just be playing a long game and waiting for other girls that he's into to come in. So Kevin is 21. Like, he's so freaking young. I don't know why he's here. Why are they bringing young people into this villa? And that's the only option for Jasmine, who's like 27. Ugh. Anyway, he's on a date with Nambia, and he basically says Ellie and Jasmine are his top connections. But then he feels like there's just something with Ellie and Aiden. Yeah, I don't think Calvin's gonna get with Ellie. Ellie is now vulnerable at this point. Ugh. Anyway, I don't think he's gonna get with Ellie because the whole brother situation. And if I was in issues, I wouldn't do it either. Like, don't do no I somewhere went pretty kind of things. No, somewhere went pretty. The somewhere turned pretty thing, just end it. Sean was a good guy. Like, he just said it's with Lola. I believe him. I believe Sean 100%. Like, he's invested in one girl. Like, he's in it too. Is in it. Then we got Sam, the one everyone's like, oh, I hate it. I hate that friend. I hated for him that the girls are like, oh my god, like it's finally someone to talk to. Like, this is what we need. It's like, please, Sam doesn't really have any game. He's a nice guy, but he needs a nice girl, a girl who's not gonna be driven by, just a nice girl as well, just someone that matches his energy. I don't feel like any of these girls match his energy. So then we have Okwe. Okwe is like giving me flashback of Dijon. Exactly. But Okwe doesn't have his Megan back home. And Megan is his type, but Okwe doesn't have Megan back home. He has Angelista, who we don't like. Okay, so in the day, he's just like saying things that everybody's surprised that he's saying. Like, I'm surprised. But like I feel like he's just playing it and it's just giving us content. He jokes about, I'm your first man, compliments her appearance. You don't like this girl, but it's just one screen time. He talks about how honesty and respect are very important to him. But it's like you ain't that respectful in these clips. No respect there. Then he also asked, like, would you be my first kiss? Like he was begging for a kiss on the first date. Angelisa is pissed off, like she is angry. So now the men and the bombshells they return to the villa, and the girl and they basically saw the screen and like, oh my god, they were watching us. Opie's like, yeah, I'm screwed, kind of thing. And the women they are calling all these men out for doing way too much, especially Okwe. And Okwe is trying to, act like he did nothing. Like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? It's like, really? Really? They watched you in 4K. And you'll say, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Like, then they start getting defensive, doing way too much. Basically tell Robert to shut up. And yeah, like, why this? Why are you performing again? It was all performance. He knew exactly what he was doing. He did go to Angelista. She gave that man the dirtiest look that I was scared too. And the fact that later we see like Angelista crying, I'm like, girl, why you crying, please? Why you crying? I guess she's just crying because she's embarrassed by it, but you don't like that man at all. I wasn't really feeling the tears. Girl, dry them tears right now. Stop crying over a man I don't like you. Stop it. So like Lasma and Lorenzo they have conversation. She basically expresses, everything that she saw on screen. And he was like, I was on a date. I'm getting to know a new person. Like, I don't really have to talk about you. Well, he he doesn't have to. But then with the boys, he did kind of say like it was even like Jasmine was into it, was obsessed. He has commented before that Jasmine's the type of person that wants a man to be obsessed with her. But but what's making her to like him more is because he doesn't give her that much attention. The bar is so low in this villa. The bar is so low. I don't know what Jasmine sees in Lorenzo. I don't just the looks. The man look good. That's one thing we cannot lie about. He look good. Maybe that's what's drawing her back. Okay, I guess like because the girl saw Samraj talking about Mika and Priya to the bombshell when they're having a date. They expected Lorenzo to kind of do the same thing when he was talking to the bombshell. But it's like, okay, he doesn't have to. Actually, he doesn't. Like if he knew he was being watched, maybe he'll give you guys a performance, but he was being himself. So I would say Lorenzo, he wasn't playing for the screens. He was himself. Lorenzo and Aiden do exactly who they are. Ellie tells this man, I'm not interested in you because in the with the boys, he's seen as a bit of a sandwich between him, Yasmin, and Ellie. There's a bit of sandwich, and then his brother also commented there's something between Ellie and Aiden. So when the girls see that, they say when the girls saw that, Ellie said, when this man come back, I'm gonna let him know straight to his face that I ain't interested. So she basically lets him know. And like he was like, okay, I get it. Maybe I was reading things wrong. Let's give a hug. She gave that man a handshake. Ellie's my favorite girl. I like Ellie. But Ellie, please don't disappoint me. I like Ellie, but I don't feel like she's gonna last here because there's no one really there for her anymore. There's no guy. No ma'am. Okay, so the boys, I think Aiden and OP, the girl said, y'all stay outside because you're doing way too much in the gathering. Like, is it that deep? Is it that deep? So next morning, so we have Sam and Veronica, nothing there. Drag conversation, but Veronica is from Kildare, Ireland. I'm like, yeah. When an Irish girlie is in the villa, I'm here for her. So Veronica, I like you. Yeah. But I don't think Veronica is going to last, unfortunately, because she made that phrase that whenever anybody says that phrase, they never last in the villa. And the fact that she's also black, which adds to it as well. She basically said when she was coming in as a bump, she was like, I'm going to see your man. It never happens. It never happened. Nambi and Ada had a conversation, and in the middle of that, Ellie said, we need to talk. Me, you, Yasmin, we can talk because you are playing us both. So it's an interrogation. Now let's have a conversation. And in this conversation, he was just gaslighting, making Ellie look like just making Ellie look like she's the one obsessed with him and everything. Like it was just so much. It was way too much. And I like that Yasmin was backing Ellie up and says, Aiden, we can see through you. We can see exactly through you. Don't talk over Ellie. Let her speak the truth. I like the girls for basically coming. I like the girls for basically interrogating this man because he's a freaking liar. Yeah, and he's been caught. He admits that he just believed, like in his own thoughts, he thought Ellie was still interested in pursuing things that he misunderstood. He misunderstood the intentions on everything. And Ellie basically says, Yasmin, say exactly what you want to say. Say exactly what you want to say. Don't let this man use both of us. Aiden gets frustrated, and I know it's all an act. He just wants to get out. And accusing my girl Ellie for stirring the pot. It's like, no, she not. You're the one. Basically, every 2 to 3 seconds, he is having a conversation with her, chatting with her. It's like, leave her alone. And Yasmin was like, Aiden, you just struggle with being wrong. You just don't like being wrong. And she said nothing but the truth. So Robin and Okbai, they have a conversation. He apologized and then he lies and said, I don't really remember what I said, but I feel like my words may have been misconstrued. That's contradicting yourself. Okpa and Veronica are having a conversation. Literally, Angelista, Jasmine, and Mika, they're literally in front of them and they're watching. Okpa and Veronica, the conversation is flowing. And the fact that Mika noted that, oh, Okpa and Veronica, they're both Nigerian. Yeah, it's over. Angelisa is done. Is done. So Angelisa and Veronica also have conversation to clear the air that we girlies we good. And I forgot to know that in the morning the black girlies are all sitting together. They're all like on the bed together. And I'm like, yeah, three black girlies alliance, but it's not going to last. It's not gonna last. So Lorenzo and Priya, I think they click. I think they definitely click more than Jasmine. So they speak to each other, and then they start getting like touchy. But then when Jasmine was coming nearby, he's like, went away. It's like, please, just stop. And Priya was like, I don't like this. Like, if you want me, you don't need to be hiding away from Jasmine. Like, they talk about kissing, and the man is saying, can he book a kiss? I never heard that in my life. Can he book a kiss? Anyway, they went to the hideaway. They did kiss. We have Jasmine and Calvin sitting together, and she's basically looking for Lorenzo. And then Priya and Lorenzo, they come out of the hideaway and it's like, hi. Not Priya coming down and saying hello. Jasmine, move on. And I'm kind of sad that the only connection that she can have now is Calvin, and that man is 21 years old. But it's like, that's the only option because Lorenzo definitely ain't. And that is a wrap for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.